All right, we're in.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so I don't know, Abby, what do you?
I know, like we literally were just on speakerphone with each other about 3 minutes ago. You guys probably have noticed that we do everything together because Monique and I are besties, and we came to this realization. I actually called her like 2 weeks ago and was like, please don't feel bad if you say no and you don't like me, but I kind of have a crazy idea. And we figured we do literally everything anyways together. We do all our trainings together. We do everything together. So we it will better serve you guys and us if we can just mush ourselves into one big team. So hopefully you don't hate us for this. But we feel like it can give you better resources. We can tag team, and we'll still have like Monique's team and my team, but I think that it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so we'll still have our personally sponsored coaches pages. I have a personally sponsored coaches pages, and Abby has, and we're still here to support anybody, no matter how far you are in our downline or which team you're on. If you're with Abby, you come to me for support. Or if you're on my team and you go to Abby for support, whatever, we're one big team. And I think, for me, it's funny because when Abby asked me that, and she really literally said it like that, and I was like, oh my God, I've been wanting to ask you the same exact thing, because we do everything together. I mean, obviously we do all of our trainings together. You guys have been in every training with us. And for me, I was like, I really love, like, our team kind of grows together. Like, all of our newbie coaches, the baby coaches grow together, and you guys, hit milestones together, and it's really rad. And then all of a sudden we kind of break apart, and that bums me out, because then it's like, we're separated again, unless you guys friend each other, but it's just not the same dynamic. And I think this is it's just such a good cohesion between our teams. And I think Abby and I, just as we are success partners, we have strengths and weaknesses, and it really meshes well together, and it serves you guys better. And that's why our groups work so well, like our trainings and our push groups and all of that stuff, because we really are like the yin and the yang to each other. So it's a really good thing for you guys as a big team to get so much more support than we can give you individually, and it serves you better. So we hope that everybody's okay with this.
If you're not okay with it, you can totally privately message us and hash it out, and our feelings won't be hurt.
No.
But kind of the goal is that we have, I don't think it's any secret, Monique and I have pretty big goals for you guys and for our teams of where we want to head. And so as you guys start growing your own teams, instead of having to be like, where do I add them? What group are they in? Because they're not like Abby's personally sponsored coaches. But great, we can put them in this yet to be named team page.
One big team page.
Yeah, that we can have all our people in, and then we'll still have, like Monique said, our own groups, and we will still work so closely with you guys. But in terms of we can do weekly calls, but if I'm not available, Monique can run it, or one of you can run it, or you just get so much more feedback from us that I think, like she was saying, we'll just have more to offer. So what we're going to do is, it's still under construction, but we're going to just make a new group on Facebook, and we're just going to consolidate everything. And literally all the trainings that we've ever done for you guys, we're going to have everything documented so that you can pull them in from a really clean, easy to find place as you're needing resources, scripts, anything. It will just be there. I think both of us have that already, but I know that at least I've just kind of added things to the file section, and they're really hard to find.
So we're going to not even put stuff, I feel like even in our team, I'm sure you guys can say yes or no, but I feel for even me and in my uplines team, it's hard to find documents. You don't really use those resources. We're putting them in there. So we're going to just streamline everything. A lot of that stuff will be off of Facebook, so we all have access to it. And the other thing is that's part of it too, is Abby and I, we work together, and then all of a sudden each other's coaches are saying, oh, do you have scripts for this? And we both have different scripts. So we're spending time sending scripts or posting them in a whole bunch of different groups, in training groups and push groups and all this stuff, where, if we're all together, it's just going to go into one big document folder for all of us to use. And it makes it easier on us, but it's really easier for you down the line in your business. And then it's a central place to send your coaches and say, hey, here's a really easy way to just go get everything. So
does that sound good to you guys all? It does not hurt our feelings if you're but does that work for you guys who are on this call?
Yeah,
you can be honest, seriously.
Yeah, please. Our feelings don't get hurt.
Well, I think it's a great idea, and I'll just say I'm really glad you guys clarified that, because I came onto the team meeting and I saw Katie and I think Brooke, and I was like, wait a second. I don't think I've ever heard of these girls in Abby's personally sponsored before. In the link, because I was like, well, I don't want to be that random person who just like,
I did the same thing. I was like,
They're my incognito coaches. They never do anything.
I was like, did I go the wrong place? I'm not sure.
We're just sneaky.
Yeah, I know. I didn't tell my team. I just said we have a big announcement to make. And, yeah, I didn't tell anyone either.
I know that I've had coaches on my team in the past, actually none of you guys are on right now, who like think that Monique and I were on the same team, like that we are one team. So it's like, well, we just should. And I know that this works because there's a top, not that we want to copy other people, but there's a coach in the top 10 who does this with her success partner. And at Summit, I got to listen and hear how they do things together. And it just totally enhances. So even though they have one, I think it's like Fit and Fierce or whatever, like that's their team name. They recruit separately, but they are one group and they do everything together. And I think that just helps you guys have so much more and more people to bounce ideas off of, because my team is awesome and you guys are the best ever, but it just helps us have fresh blood and fresh thoughts. So.
Yeah, and I feel the same. Like our team is so freaking rad. We're all like go-getters. And what I really like, and I think underlying, is we all have the same belief system and values, and all of us, like Abby's team and my team, all of our coaches really come from the same central place. Like I would dare to say everyone on our team loves Jesus. Everyone on our team is, very coaching from the heart and wants to help people. Like no one on my team is in this like, oh, I just want to build a business and I want to make money. Like there's no one on our team like this. Everyone on my team, and I know it's everyone on Abby's team because we're doing everything together. So it just feels like a really good fit, I think. And I think it's going to be a really great thing. So we just wanted to share with you like what our vision is for our team as a whole. We always tell you guys that we're here to run with you at whatever pace you're ready to run. But we're going big. So be prepared for a lot of go, a lot of info.
And you don't have to go that hard if you don't want to. It's okay.
Yeah, you don't. I think that's really also how we've had a lot of success, because we're really good at, walking with who wants to walk and jogging with who wants to jog and running with who wants to run, but still being able to keep the momentum. And that's kind of what's really great about having a success partner and why we really encourage you guys to get them, because for us individually, because we're such a support for so many people and having to run, walk, and jog with a lot of people, it's a really tough place when you start building a business to support yourself. And so it's really good to have someone else to lean on and to help out when, Abby and I both had rough months individually and been a huge support for the other person. So it's just going to be I think it's going to be amazing for all of us, like together. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are super excited, because I'm like so excited. I was like so nervous to tell you guys all of this.
Do you guys have questions on it at all? I mean, it should be pretty straightforward. Like nothing's actually changed. Really, the only thing is changing is there's a new Facebook group that you get to be in. That's it.
That, and we are going to implement weekly calls again. Like both of us have gotten away from that in our teams, and we're going to do that. So that's, again, a really great, we're going to have you guys step up in leadership and ask a lot of you to start leading calls. And we just have a lot, we're going to be training a lot more throughout the week. So just be prepared to be filled with knowledge and encouragement and a lot more from us than you've been getting.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad.
And so the calls, just to clarify, like we will always record them. If you can't be on live, we understand. We're going to try to make sure that it's always stuff that's pertinent and relevant. So like we'll talk a little bit about it tonight, but like in the next 2 weeks, we're going to really talk hardcore about like the Core to Force launch and how to like launch a program and what you can do to make sure that's successful. So really giving you practical tools and tricks depending on what's going on in the month for what you guys need. So you don't have to be on live, but if you can, I think it's awesome. And if you can't, you can always catch the recording, because we'll make sure we do that. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
We wanted to jump into kind of talking through October, because who felt like they had a really hard September? You're like, I'll raise both hands. September was rough. But one of the things that we were actually just talking about, and that I know was a really key point for both of us last year in our business, was I think September's hard because of going back to school and all of those things that go with it, but this is the last quarter of the year. And what you do now, and I've told this to some of my coaches, but what you do now, even if you don't see it paying off right away, is totally, completely laying the groundwork for your January, February, and March next year. Because if you are consistent through the holidays posting, if you are the one who is showing, one, how you can absolutely enjoy pumpkin pie, because I certainly will be, but getting your workout in, or doing the 3-day refresh after Thanksgiving, or just talking about portions and how you're living in that balance and not being lame at holiday parties, but still keeping true to your goals. Like if you're that person who's consistent between now and January, when everyone jumps back on the Get Fit train in January, who are they going to reach out to? It's going to be you. So even if you feel like September just kicked you to the curb and you are lacking motivation, know that this matters. And the company is awesome because they always do some product launches around this time. So like Core de Force will be super helpful for that and things like that. So we want to kind of walk through that with you guys a little bit.
Yeah, so that is going to, we saw with the Country Heat launch, if you guys followed that, it was super successful. That the way I literally modeled everything that Melanie told us to do, what has been most successful for her. So I personally followed that and I created an event, and we're going to walk you through how to do that. But by creating an event and dripping the info to people, even though I was not excited about Country Heat at all, like I did not want to do it, I made myself excited. I made the event. It got so much traction. Doing that in July is what hugely boosted my August and made it one of my best month ever. So I plan on, and we're going to, if you guys, again, we're going to do things. And if you want to do them the way we do them, you're more than welcome to. And if you want to do them your own way and try your own things, it's your business. We want you to know that this is your business. You can do it any way you want. We're just going to give you the tools and the tricks and the things that we know have worked for us and have been successful, even from like other coaches that we've learned them from. So I think Abby's doing the same thing. We're both going to, teach you guys how to run the event, what to put into it, so that you can use Core de Force, whether you're excited about it or not, because I'm not super excited about it. I'm not into MMA.
I'm so excited.
I am not excited about it, like 0%. I think I might use Tom as the excitement because he is all MMA and he actually does like a Core de Force thing. He pays for it at a gym, like that kind of, a lot of people do. So, but we'll ramp that up, and that will give us a really big November because it's going to go on sale. But I think also keeping in mind right now that this is a big month because it's going to be the last month that all of these programs are on sale. I mean, we have so many programs on sale right now that people can take advantage of, and that's going to go away as soon as Core de Force comes out. They're not going to put that much on special. How many are out right now? I want to say like 7 or 10 or something are on sale, right? Like something crazy.
Yeah. I have my calendar pulled up. I can share my screen with you guys. And I'm going to modify this a little bit. If you're one of my coaches, you've seen this already. But can you guys all see my calendar here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to add in probably another free group. I'm starting one tomorrow. I just actually was out on my porch recording myself doing workout videos with a pumpkin. So that was funny. So if you guys can see, I'm going to run my free group this week. I'm also starting a challenge group this week as well. And what I don't have on here is I'm going to do another free group. I'm thinking probably on the 24th in that one. But you can kind of see how I lay out my month. And so Monique does this too, and we're going to update these calendars. But we really, if you can kind of actually visualize your month, it helps you be proactive instead of reactive. So you can be thinking like, okay, during this free group, I'm running it this week, I need to start in my posts talking about my challenge group, whether it's like giving shout outs to my challengers, talking about how they helped me be motivated to get out of bed, like whatever it is, like be dripping that info in, because all those people in your free group are watching you, right? So kind of just being proactive in marketing and what you're thinking about really, really, really helps with that. And it helps you also know what to post because you might struggle with that.
Yeah. So I think Abby and I both pretty much have the same calendar going on. The other thing, we have new coach training starting tomorrow, but we're also, we tried it last month and we didn't tell any of you that we were doing it because it was a brand new thing. I had this crazy idea. And Abby was like, let's do it. We fly by the seat of our pants and we tried it. So what it was is a week prior to Sneak Peek, we did like a week in the life of a coach, and it gave very simple tasks for them to do every day, and it built up over the days. So like Monday, it was just like sign up for BOD and, you know, get that going. And then Tuesday was do a workout and like post a sweaty selfie. And then Wednesday, it was like a little bit added to their table so that they could kind of get a taste and a feel and see what coaches do and get excited about it and start getting reaction from people so that when they go into the next week, the sneak peek, they're like, oh my gosh, I could totally do this. I can see how it all comes together. So I want to do that again this month, and I want to do it twice because I'm going personally really hard. Like I said, I'm going, my goal I set, and I'm calling it out and I'm saying it, I'm going for Success Club 30 this month. And I'm going to do I'm pulling out all the stops, like everything that I did in August, which I pulled out all the stops in August. I threw so much mud at the wall. I'm just going to keep going with that same momentum, and I'm going to push this month too. So my calendar will look, and I'm going to post it for you guys too. It will be a little more full than this one because I'm pretty much going to double and triple up on everything. Like if I have a new challenge group starting tomorrow, I'm going to do another challenge group on the 17th. And then the same thing, like Abby just said, I'll do another free group on the 24th. And then if I have enough people sign up, I'll do another challenge group starting on the 31st. So potentially I could have 3 challenge groups starting this month. And that's going to be amazing if I can pull that off. So again, it's, follow whatever you want to, but know that our calendar is pretty much the same. I'm just going a little bit harder because I'm really trying to set my business up to just be pushing hard for the end of the year. I'm really pushing for 2-star by mid-November. And I think I'm pushing the same. So, it's for me, I need to recruit coaches who are ready to run as hard as I want to run and hit diamond by mid-November. We both do. So in order for us to hit that, we have to be putting the opportunity out like triple time so that people know that this is something, that they are interested in and kind of I'm going to be talking a lot more about coaching this month than probably I ever have. And not in a very salesy way, just every, I don't know if any of you watched that. What's her name? The number 2 coach?
Bonnie Engel.
Bonnie Engel. I don't know if any of you watched hers, but she, every single day, she at least talks about coaching once minimum in one of her posts, like absolutely minimum. So every day, whether it's like, just dribbles it in her posts in such a nonchalant way, but it's every single day. I have to start doing that so that coaching is a real opportunity, that people are really seeing that this is something, I'm not just letting it kind of slide by. Like I need to be out there so that I can attract people who want to work just as hard as me, because truly my goal, Abby and I are both pushing to go to New Leader Conference. So that happens every year, and new leaders if you hit 2-star or higher, you get to go that next January, and it's in LA at corporate, and it's the biggest, it's apparently corporate's favorite event from what they told me, right?
I was at this retreat in Florida, and they said out of everything they do, maybe minus the top 10 trip to like Bora Bora, because let's be real, that would be the best. They said out of every event, over Summit, over the 5-star elite training, over anything else, this is their favorite event to have people at, because they said it's just amazing. You get all this like fresh ideas, fresh blood. So I think it'd be a really good thing for you guys to shoot for if that's on your radar for next year. If you really hustle, you could totally, just have to hit 2-star diamond.
By mid-November.
Yeah. So the groups that Monique is talking about are really great for those of you who are pushing for diamonds. And we will be running those again to kind of add people too, because you can get a sense of who's interested. I'm going to do, I think we talked about it, Monique, next week, that recruiting PowerPoint that I got from Florida. So next Sunday at 6:30, I'm going to do an entire presentation on recruiting. It's one that I got from a coach when I was in Florida. It was amazing. And honestly, guys, it was so simple, and it gives really specific ideas about how to talk about coaching and how to respond. But like a takeaway that you guys can even start thinking about is our health bet groups are winding up, right? In that group, what do they have to do? Every day they have to post Shakeology, and they have to post a sweaty selfie or walk their workout. That's what coaching is. And you can literally just message someone of like, you've added so much to this group. I'm so glad you've been a part of it. Hope you loved it. have you ever thought about like literally what you're doing is what I get to do as a coach? Like it doesn't have to be send them an entire email script of something. It can just be like, or if you post a post where you include coaching in it, literally message every person who likes that of like, hey, thanks so much for the love on my post. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? And then that means that they actually have to ask, oh, what do you do? And you get to share with them.
Right.
So you just kind of have to go for it. And not be afraid of it. But I'm going to do a full breakdown for you guys because I got some really good info when I was in Florida on actual recruiting and posting about it because I think that's one of the things that I know I struggled with for a really long time. So we'll give you that next week.
Yeah, and I have to say that health bet, I'm super excited because I have a couple people who are interested even just in hobby coaching, or they've been talking about it so much that they wanted to be added to my team page. They asked for scripts to start their own free groups, you know what I mean? So it really has helped people a lot see that it's not as hard as they think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really, like Abby said, a great opportunity for you to reach out to people and just say, hey, even if they're already signed up as a discount coach, definitely ask them and put it out to them because you never know who's going to be interested. It goes back to the whole don't prejudge thing. Like you just never, ever know. So it doesn't hurt to ask now that it's winding up. So reach out to them. It's such a happy, excited thing. Like I already have people texting me tonight, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is the end, or, did I do all this right? Like, do I have enough logged in? Like, it's a good time to say, yeah, you did great. Would you ever consider, what do you think about, or how did you feel? It's a great lead in already. So.
And I always, at the end of every challenge group, I always message my challengers of like, hey, thank you so much for letting me support you. What are your goals you're working to? Like, do you want to just I'd love to have you in another challenge group if you want to add a friend to join you. Are you wanting to just continue this journey on your own? Are you wanting to try a new program? Like, do you have if they did 21 Day Fix, it's a great time to be like, hey, 21 Day Fix Extreme is on sale this month. You can cancel your current Shakeology order and get the challenge pack price again, or 22-minute hardcore. Like you can kind of talk them up to the next program level to kind of help them keep moving forward in their goals, or say, have you ever thought about actually making some money off of this? And oftentimes people are nervous about the phrase coaching, but if I say, hey, you can, add your friend or your sister or whoever it is that wants to join you, that can kind of help ease some of that. Hey, buddy, you can come in. Hey. Those are Mama's friends. Oh. Yeah. Mute myself here. Do you guys have questions on anything so far? At all?
Are the team calls going to be Sunday at 6:30?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I started writing it and then I was like, well.
We have people on the East Coast. We have people in Hawaii. We have people on the West Coast. So, there's not a perfect time.
Yeah.
I see you. You see you. Yeah. So, this is Caleb. So, yeah. And I know that that's probably not ideal for everybody, but it's kind of like we just have to pick a time and go for it. And then we can adjust it later if we need to.
And I think that we have a lot of working coaches on our team. So I think a Sunday night where we're getting our business week kind of in line anyways, is a good time for everybody. So, most people are off of work and at least can jump on for 40 minutes. So I think it'll work for now. So yes, plan on that. Stick it in your calendar. Recurring event. I think we'll use this link. I think we can keep the same link. Hooray!
Are there things that as we move into just like this first week of October and wrap up the challenge groups and stuff that we can help you guys with, that you have questions on or need help with in terms of anything, whether it's like posting ideas or...
turning funny eyes.
I'm turning funny eyes, yeah, that we can help you guys with?
I would love some post ideas because I felt like, I'm like, what do I post about? So that would be helpful.
Okay. Is everyone else feeling good about posting?
Well, Brooke's brand new, so she'll start training tomorrow.
Right. Everybody welcome Brooke. She's brand new. She just signed up. She actually started as a challenger, right? Yes. Brooke started as a challenger. So Brooke is so Katie is one of my personally sponsored coaches. And then Brooke is one of her brand new coaches, which is exciting. So Katie's building her team. Katie is a rock star on my team, you guys, just so you know. She's a diamond, and she did that in less than 3 months. I want to say 2.5 months. She just kicked off her business, and Katie also works full time. So if you have questions about how to manage that, just so you guys know, we have 10 minutes left. She has done a lot in working full time. She has 2 kids. She's married, and she has animals. So she's very, very busy, but has managed to grow her business and a third income, to help her family. So, definitely reach out or post, tag her in something if you have questions. She's a really strong leader and a great resource and very open. So great ideas too.
Who is yours and who's Abby's?
Just you and Brooke, and then everybody else is Abby's.
Okay.
So maybe we should just do a little circle now, since we have everybody on here, and just say who you are and where you're from, maybe, and I don't know, well, something about yourself. How long you've been coaching, and where, what you started. Katie, you go first.
Okay. So I'm Katie. She kind of went over it real quick. I started in April. I had lost 77 pounds already, and so I wanted some accountability for me. And then I realized that I was going to be closing my home daycare in summer 2017 and needed to not go back to work for someone else. So I needed to find a way to build a business, and this is kind of what happened, and I'm in love with it, and it's growing, and it's amazing, and I'm really excited. So I'm in San Diego.
How about Kaisa?
So I'm Kaisa. I'm one of Abby's coaches, and I just started coaching, I think, about a month and a half ago. I followed Abby's journey for a super long time. She and I went to college together, and I was always intrigued, but wasn't quite sure if I wanted to commit or not, because I run a coffee shop full time and didn't know if I had time. But I was like, you know what? Abby has time for this. She also works full time and has a kid. I do not have a kid. So anyways, I joined one of her challenge groups and then just became a coach, and love it, and I'm in the process of transitioning out of my coffee shop right now. So this is something that's really great to have as potentially something to move into.
Yeah. Cool. Melanie, you want to go next?
Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm with one of Abby's coaches. I've been coaching, I signed up with Abby in January, but I didn't really get started too great. So it's pretty much been over the summer. And I have a 4-year-old, and it's just him and I right now. He goes to his dad's half the week, so it's really been difficult to try to support myself and him. And I work full-time right now, but that's a newer job because I was unemployed for most of last year, so that was really hard. So just kind of trying to get back on my feet, and I ran my first challenge group just this past month, so it was
awesome job.
Really cool. And I've only had 3 people in it, but it's still been great. They've been sort of participating, and 2, I'm excited because one of the participants, he just announced that he lost over 10 pounds in this past month. And then this other girl, I know she's lost, I think, about 10 to 12, and I'm waiting for her 30 days, and so she can tell me. So I'm really excited for her. But
Brad, great job.
And I'm in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So
okay, cool. Emily.
Sounds good. I'm Emily. I'm a music teacher in Beaverton, and I started coaching in July, but my journey has been really long. I've watched Abby for a while, and I signed up to do 21 Day Fix finally in April-ish, I think, and I lost a lot of weight, and I just have been really doing really well, and I love this business so much, and I'm really excited to push forward even more with it. So yeah, one of Abby's little coach kids.
Melanie and Emily were on my Team Cup team, so they're
Oh, Very cool. Yeah, Katie was on mine too. It was awesome. We kicked butt. We all pushed really hard. So it was good. Angela, do you want to go next?
Yeah, do I have to push a button or do I automatically come up? It just works. Everyone can hear me. I'm Angela. I live in Maui, and this is my first month coaching. So that's pretty exciting. And what else am I supposed to share? I have 3 kids. I own a little preschool.
Right? Yeah, preschool, right. Yeah,
I own a little preschool that's really part-time, which is nice. I started it. It's 9:30 to noon, Mondays and Thursdays. And our Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays and Thursdays. And then I also work at my church helping with tweens. And so I'm in charge of the youth group, 3rd to 5th graders. So that's fun. And I write books. And then I'm loving the coaching thing, though. That's been so fun so far. So I love it's just a perfect fit. So
I know you've done awesome your first month. You've done great. Amazing, considering all she does. So I actually told Angela about Katie because Katie is the one that runs a daycare.
Oh, cool. That's fun.
I know you guys have a bunch in common, I think.
Yeah.
So we connect.
Yeah, you guys both are very much go-getters, very strong personalities. I think you guys would get along really well.
Also, Angela had a freaking amazing country heat transformation, and she didn't even look like she needed a transformation It was awesome. So if you need someone to see before and afters of that program, she's your girl.
It was exciting, yeah.
Okay, Brooke, do you want to finish it up?
I'm in Clarksville, Indiana, and I joined one of Katie's free challenge groups and just helping me stay motivated and accountable. And so it's been great to just kind of jump on board recently and see where it takes me.
Awesome. Oh, you do.
She keeps me on my toes.
Yeah.
So it's been fun.
Don't worry. You'll always be on your toes in this business. Never.
True.
Yeah. It just gets more exciting, I think.
And we both have more coaches that couldn't be on tonight. And you guys we're just we honestly text and talk about you guys all the time because we're so proud of you.
Yeah.
And just really humbled to be able to help lead. Sorry for the craziness going on over here. I know we can chat real quick about post ideas for Emily. Were there any other questions that you guys had?
We have 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
Anyone else can jump on this, but Emily, people are nosy. Hey buddy, can you be quiet because Mama's talking right now. People are nosy. So I always post here's you could even do your meal plan for the week and talk through a video of why you're doing what you're doing or how it works or
Okay.
that. As a teacher, how you meal plan when you're not home all day and don't have access to stuff in the school.
Okay.
I have a quick tip too that I got from another group, and I wanted to give it to all of you guys too, so I'm going to post it in the group. But I was on a call the other night, and someone posted that what she does, and she keeps them in a little special file. Find something that has 10 tips. So, or 10 reasons, 10 reasons why you need sleep, or 10 reasons why clean eating is good for you. So then you break those 10 reasons down into 10 posts a day, or 1 post a day. So for 10 days, you're set up. Or even if you did 5 reasons why, or 7 reasons why,
that is genius.
Isn't that genius? I know. You could just find an article, Google an article on clean eating or sleep, or why water is so great for you, and every single day post something about water. And you're just copying and pasting and she gets a template on Rana Design or, whatever photo app you use, and just the same template every single day so that the background is the same, whether it's floral or color rainbow, whatever, it's the same every single day. So people are seeing it and they know it's associated with the day before. So whatever your 5 reasons are, reason number 1 is Monday, reason number 2 is Wednesday. And you just give a little verbiage. So she types that up and does it ahead of time. So she'll have, stock. So for the months that she's really busy, or the weeks that she's really busy or has a lot going on or whatever, she'll just throw that into her rotation of posts. So I thought that was a brilliant idea.
That's brilliant.
Share for you guys. Yeah. Even for me, I was like, oh my God, why didn't I think of that?
So smart.
Yeah.
You guys are great. Thank you so much for being on this. Sorry for the confusion. We are going to go ahead and make that page live, I think, tonight. Right, Monique? Yeah.
Yep. So we'll just
start adding to it. Yeah, and we'll be adding things to it, but we just are so excited for the next couple, well, forever with you guys, but especially for the next couple months of working together.
Yeah, make sure if I'm not friends with your coaches, add your coaches in if that's something that you want to do. All right, guys. Thank you. I love you guys.
Bye, ladies.
Good night.